Hello, tarot lovers. This is Mervet from the Egyptian Mystic. Welcome back to my channel. Join me today on this video, which is number 6 in my series of videos that are talking about the major arcana. I have done the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, and this is the Hierophant. Today we will be talking about the Hierophant, and it took me a while because the Hierophant, especially the Hierophant, has a very special energy, and there is a very well-known image that we all know in the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I wanted to it took me a while to check all my decks so that I could find a different aspects of his personality, different aspects of the Hierophant that we can see in our daily life. So first of all, I will show you this image. This is the Hierophant in the Keymaster Tarot, and this is a classic image. This is the Hierophant we are used to see. He is the Pope, and in this image we see he stands behind a large pyramid. He's dressed in a very elegant cloth, and he holds this wand he has in his hand. It is, let me tell you, read it the way it's written, because it will be much better than the way I will explain it. He carries the white pontifical cross with the 3 crossbars in one hand as a symbol of his function. He is the supreme guardian of wisdom, the role model of the people, and their teacher of heart. I really liked the way it was written, that I wanted really to read it for you, because it says a lot. So he is a model for the people. He's wise, and he is a guide. He's a guide. You can go to him for any guidance. So this is the first card that I really wanted to share. It's the Hierophant in this beautiful classic deck, the Keymaster Tarot. And then my second image is this Hierophant from the Kemetic Tarot, and he is the god Tahuti. And I want to say that Tahuti he's the one who is known to everyone by Thoth, but the Egyptian name is Tuhot or Tahuti, and Thoth was the name that was given to him by the Greeks. So you don't have to say th, you say Tahut. So that's the proper Egyptian name. And so he is always depicted as a man with the head of an ibis bird. He is one of the most important gods in the Egyptian pantheon. He is the god of wisdom. He's the wisest of all the gods. He invented writing, reading, and mathematics and magic. He's the keeper of the Akashic records, and you see him here holding a scroll in one hand and the feather of Ma'at. So he makes sure that divine order is in place, and you will find him in he developed the system of judgment to the dead, so that they can in the holy hall of Ma'at. And you see him here wearing a crown in the shape of a moon, and you see the moon, the blue moon here. He is in the great Alexandria library, and really Tuhot is very, very very important god in the Egyptian pantheon. So that is my second card that I chose. And then I saw beautiful images of I chose these 2 gorgeous Hierophants from 2 decks of Ciro Marccetti. This is the Hierophant in Retrospective Tarot, and this is the Hierophant in the Legacy of the Divine. And I see faith is best described as Hierophant. And you see in this image, we see him, the way he holds his hand. Let me talk about this card first, because they are both gorgeous, and I didn't know which one to choose, so I decided to show them to you both. You see, look at the way the expression on his face and the way he holds his hand. And you see here all the symbols of the different religions and different beliefs in the world, the famous ones. So it is really a very, very important image, and I really love this card very, very much. And also this one is perfect. You see, it's also about faith. You see here, we see the Muslim, the Christian, the Jew, and we see all religions. So it's all about faith and your beliefs. So these are the two cards I chose again. And then another card that really was so impressive, this Hierophant in the Secret Language of Birds Tarot. And here you see Pavarotti, the famous opera singer. And I was really touched when I saw this card because it speaks of how words can influence others and how music and can be a great influence. So we see him here like he's opening his arms in a very beautiful way, like he's acting. And you see here all the four symbols of the fixed signs. You see here Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. You see here the symbol of the Libra sign. These two crossed keys are the symbols of the Vatican. You see him carrying also the cross with the 3 bars. And I love this image. It is gorgeous, it's different, it's very thoughtful. And I don't want to pick only 5 or only 10. Actually, I'm not limited to number. My only concern is to pick different aspects and different aspects and different personalities. If I want to pick the normal image, there are many decks that have a beautiful Hierophant, but that was not what I intended to do. It's more of a learning or a teaching or discussing. So that's why this series of videos that I'm doing discussing the trump cards, my aim is only to talk about the personality and the aspects of the different cards. So let's go again and check another card. Let me show you this gorgeous Hierophant from the Tarot of the Kingdom Within. And this is a beautiful deck that's really underrated. It's so good. And especially the guidebook is one of the best guidebooks that I have had in my collection. And here this image is very impressive. We see here a church or a cathedral. You see this patron, this rich patron. He's paying for this young artist that's doing this beautiful sculpture of a bull. And you see here money. So it's all about, it's connected to the second house. As you see, the Hierophant controls this, is connected to the second house, which is controlled and by Venus. We see Venus here, and we see Venus here. And Venus, the planet Venus, talks about beauty, music, art, and the second house is all about finances and belongings. So we see here that this rich patron is paying for this artist. So that's the aspect of art and beauty. And you see here all these money. It's about giving and finances. And he holds this wand, or this one, which is I can't remember the name of the wand he's carrying, but it is a symbol of the 3 Egyptian deities, which are Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Scepter is a scepter. I can't find the proper English word. I just can't remember it. But anyhow, also I wanted to say that the bull is always connected to finances. and it was, the kettle was always the way to the thing that was used for trading for ancient men. And even the Romans, they have an image of a bull or an ox on their coins. So this card has many symbols and many meanings that are all connected, and they are really a nice way to explain the energy of the card. That was my next Hierophant. And then another Hierophant is, let me check. I found, yes, this one. This Hierophant I got from the movie Tarot. I have many cards in front of me. I try to be organized. So this is the movie Tarot, and this is an underrated deck. And the Hierophant here is Paolo Corleone, is the Marlon Brando as Vito Corleone in The Godfather. So I found this image so impressive and so meaningful, and I kept the guidebook because I wanted to read one of the words that was said by Vito Corleone when he doing the role of the Godfather. Here, when you remember, if you remember the film, when one of the Italians went for him to get a revenge for his daughter, so he did give him the advice and he did help him, but he did say some very important words. That was, Vito Corleone warns of the price of justice. That the words he said, someday I will call upon you to do a service for me, but until that day, consider this justice is a gift on my daughter's wedding day. I do love this movie, and it is one of the best movies that was done. And the personality of Vito Corleone and his the power he exerted on his people and the way he was respected, and it was very, very impressive. So I was really touched when I saw this image, and I do really love this deck. And I will one day do a video about the deck because it has so many important characters. And the Godfather is a very how do you call, a different Hierophant, a very different aspect. He has power on his people. They go to him for advice. He never fails them. He tries to be just, and he has his principles, even if he does things that are not correct. But in many parts of his personality, you will feel the Hierophant. So that was one of the cards that I wanted to talk about. And then let me show you this card also. This is the Hierophant in the Celtic Wisdom Tarot, and here it is called the Rememberer. A beautiful, beautiful card, a beautiful deck, very powerful. We see here in the background the Celtic god Ogma, and he is the god of language and eloquence. And you see here a poet. He is singing, saying songs and wise stories that he had heard and remembered, and they were passed to him from his father, his grandfather, and so on. And it was a very nice and a popular way to give advice, and it's really a beautiful, beautiful image, and I do love this card very much. And the god Ogma, he is the inventor of the Ogham alphabet, and so for Celts. And I found this card very, very impressive. And then also I chose this card from the Tarot of the Sidhe. We see here the Sidhe. She's sitting here, and she has, like, this trunk of the trunk of the tree. You see the glyph of the Sidhe, which was always found in all the majors on this particular deck, and this is one of the most powerful decks that I have. I have it since 14-15 years, and it never leaves my side. And you see here an empty chair, and she stretching her hands, inviting you to talk to her. To if you have a problem, she will try to help you. And I do love the way that this is done, because it shows equality. She doesn't to be she's not the only one who will teach the person who is invited here. He can teach her something too. So it is like exchange of ideas, exchange of wisdom, and you can meet the Hierophant every day. This is a person that you could meet on your daily life, and that's what I liked about this particular image. And then I have a beautiful image too, this one from the Twilight Tarot, this beautiful, beautiful fairy. She is why I want to talk about this, because at first glance, when you see this card, you will not know why is it connected to the Hierophant, but the way it's written in the book is very very impressive. This beautiful fairy standing on this mount, she has this staff on her hand. She knocks to invite all these dwarfs and fairies to come out. She's going to teach them something. And I want to read the small part of this in the guidebook that was written and explains the card, because I don't think I will say it nicely as it is written. Here, it says, this card symbolizes religious authority and the knowledge of secret mysteries, as well as the ability to exert authority over others. So you must choose your own path in life and decide how to relate to people who do not share your beliefs. Keep your mind open to what others. You have the powers to teach others, but you should always keep your mind open to what others are able to teach you as well. So this card may indicate a union or alliance of some sort, along with the duties and responsibilities inherent in a blending of personal beliefs and lifestyle. So I really liked what was written on this paragraph in the guidebook, and I found it different. It is really different, and I liked it. I feel that it is a beautiful depiction, and it gives some energy of like exchange of beliefs and how you hold yourself in the society. So that was one card that I also liked, and I would love to know your opinion. And which cards did you like most? This is another Hierophant from the Tarot of the Moors, and the Moors are the dark Arabs and Muslims who lived in Morocco, from Spain and from on this area. And of course it's mostly Muslims. So this is a mosque, and I feel connected to this card because this has a lot to do with my background. So we see here the image of a mosque, and this is he's called a sheikh in Arabic, and he is like the one who teaches, and he is the one who calls for prayers, and he is reading the Quran, and always you'll see some students surrounding him. He teaches them, he gives them advice. And in many big mosques in Egypt, you see it has, it's like teaching small schools inside the mosque. So this is one of those. He is a teacher, and in Arabic it's called the sheikh. So I found it different, and I felt connected to it. I wanted to share it with you. Another card is this beautiful card from Tarot de St Croix, and in this image it's quite different. We see the Dalai Lama, and behind her a large image of the Buddha, and he is in green, which is the color of the heart chakra, and it's always, it's someone who did give advice to all people and to all humanity. It's not only about Tao Buddhism, it's advice and the way to how people could live together in humanity, in peace, in love. And the Dalai Lama was a great example of the Hierophant. And my last image is this beautiful image from the Syrian Starseed Tarot. And we see here the Sphinx in the background, and we see the Buddha. The Sphinx is the guardian of the Great Pyramids, and it's in the shape of a lion with the head of a man. And the image is so powerful. The background, the sun behind, the colors, and you see the Buddha. And those two beliefs, very old beliefs, and it's not religious, it's beliefs. So we see these two images are quite expressive, and they give you guidance. And I did really like the card, and I wanted to show it to you. So I showed you many cards about the Hierophant, and especially the Hierophant. It's not a very easy card that you could relate to easily. And that's why I needed to explain different aspects of this particular card, and I really did a lot of work to choose these cards. I hope that you like them. I hope you learned something from this video. I would love to know which one did you like most, which card did you feel connected to you to most. And thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested, you can check in my channel. You can see the earlier videos, and my next video will be about the lovers. So thank you so much for watching, and bye.